me.
Because they tell that. If you want to go right here by the table. Going by. She's not here yet. Well, I'm in the bathroom right now. Got rock.
Who's here? Quiet. Be quiet. What is he working at? Oh, that's your teacher. Hey, be quiet, boy. Quiet, boy. Quiet, boy. Go, boy. Quiet, boy. You go, boy. Quiet, boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, girl. You're a good boy, girl. You're a good boy.
No, men you
We got it here.
Men you can do it, right?
Okay, here.
It's okay. It's all outside the door.
Okay.
You want to bring it in?
I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in.
It's quite a bit.
Okay. I'll bring it in. Thank you.
Now, can you think of one more idea about not getting lost? Why do I use the GPS to get here? I feel what? More. If you know the route, you know the way, so you what? Do you feel lost or are you feeling more secure?
Secure.
I'm going to put where you act, okay? Now, 3 reasons for record places. Why would you record places? How many times have I been to your house? Just once or several times?
Several times.
So if I have a say place, do I have to keep putting in the address?
No.
What might be another reason? So if I go back into my history, can I see how many times I've been here?
Yes.
So I can use it for trying to think how to put that into words. Have record of past trips. What, could you come up with one more? If they're safe places, they're your what?
I lost.
But why would you save places? Because they are your what? Let's say you have an annual pass to Disneyland or Disney World up there in Orlando, and you go like every month. Is that someplace you don't want to go, or is it one of your favorite places? Oh. Favorite places. 3 reasons for rerouting. Why would it reroute?
You missed it, man.
Turn? Can you think of something else?
Probably just traffic.
Avoids traffic. I'm going to put jams, okay? Because there could be accidents, there could be even a cop. What would be one more reason for rerouting?
Roadblock.
Now, what would be some ideas? Remember, are you going to go the main area and wide, or wide to narrow?
Wide to narrow.
Wide to narrow. If you start with this sentence, are you going narrow to wide or wide to narrow?
Narrow to wide.
Yes. So for your writing, it would be better to go from wide to narrow. So it would be something that we could, here. And I'm going to put GPS. Okay. So what? You're trying to go from lots of people to who? To you, to yourself, right? So many people what?
My GPS.
What can you put for another sentence? Why do they use it?
They don't get lost.
True, but that's going into your body. But GPS, is it a bad tool?
No.
Oh. Good tool. And then you can go into, now is it one of your favorites?
No.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
Remember, when you're doing an opinion essay, does truly have to be your opinion? Or can you just get something to get the grade?
Yes.
Okay, it's a good tool. So what can you say? I hate it or I use it.
Use it.
Okay, there you go, my friend.
Thank you, Lisa. I see a lot of prompts and stuff. Thank you.
My husband moved out the week before Christmas.
What?
My husband moved out the week before Christmas. That's why I'm saying I'm in a bad place. And so, our bank accounts, our credit cards, our cars, our car insurances are all separate. And yes, I've been helping him with things like credit card. Am I helping him before? No. But, the house needs lots of work to really get a good price out of it. He wants to put, he's like, oh, it might take me 6 years to get it done. I'm not gonna wait 6 years, I'm not gonna try to do that house. And so I know the only way to do that is to get a court order, which means I'm gonna be going to, like financially, they turn me down, so now I have to find an attorney that will take, I can do monthly payments on it.
Okay. Okay.
Because truly the only way, I know that if we do a quick sell, we're not gonna get as much, but it, I think this one time, I'm thinking maybe 100,000, then I can get me and a own brother. I can, especially if it's like a lot, empty lot that has water, all of the utilities real close. Then I can get a prefab and put it on there for 75,000.
Exactly.
Or even go up to my daughter's with my grandson. But I don't like the property there, and who knows would they stay.
That's true.
I do know that his parents are gonna need a lot of work. I do know that. So that's probably not gonna be moving away. But I'm not willing to do that. But if I go up to my brother's and I get my own place. This is just thoughts, because nothing's in stone yet until I buy the land. I will get, big enough house that my parents can move in with me instead of moving in with my brother, because my brother's gonna have his in-laws that need lots of help.
Mm.
But if they're in Tulsa, they'll bill you the medical stuff that we need.
That's true.
It wouldn't be that far away.
That's true.
And if I need something, my brother can step in, and it's not like a 4-hour drive.
Okay,
might
you
be-
get help, yeah.
It might be an hour away because it's across town. It's just like from here, from Homestead here, but is it impossible? No.
That is true.
I think he can turn around and say, I'm going there, I'll see you in a couple of hours, and be there. But this is my thinking. Whether it's what my brother might be thinking. All I know is I'm not gonna be completely moved out of the house until
The voice is finalized. So he's saying he wants, and he just left.
he is the one that left. So that's why I've been yesterday was a VA pickup. I'm gonna be ordering probably the pod next month,
Okay.
and I separated the dishes. I'm using the dishes that I'm gonna leave for him, but I'm not gonna pack them up, but those are the ones I'm using right now. I've got my stuff that I want, so when it goes into the pot, I will still have things like some dishes and pans to be able to use, but leave them there.
Okay.
Joy, and Gracie's now pregnant.
Okay. No, this is the God's plan, because you already know what was happening.
Yeah.
What is happening.
I'm not upset with it, but
Okay. So your main thing is separating and seeing how to sell this house so you can get close to your brother and then help your family. That's true. Go to where the support is, you know, there's none here.
and about 6 months ago, I asked God to move the rock, the moss covered rock. It's not the way I wanted, but it is what it is. And you know what, if he's not gonna be around, or when I'm really in need, then it's better now,
Exactly,
so I can set it up.
exactly. Because right now, you're getting still disability.
I'm getting my disability, and if we sell the house, but let's say I get nothing, and I walk out with the dogs and whatever, I have a place to go. I I have a roof over my head. I'm looking at that just as a way of saying, calming my fears.
Yes.
The worst is I walk away with nothing from the house. I still have my income coming in. And I'll have the dogs, so I can possibly breed them up there, which would,
Be
it would be better. Medical costs would be so much cheaper up there.
Up there, yes.
So, but you can tie this packing up my room. And that's why I'm eliminating a lot of this. I didn't know if you saw everything out there because there were some boards and stuff too.
Yeah, I did. I was
Okay.
like, thank you. I did. And it has a lot of prompts there, and I was like,
Before I forget. This got bought when I was gonna do the cookies with the boys, and I forgot. So there's sprinkles and frosting. There is egg food coloring, which you could use for coloring eggs.
okay.
I thought I'd put this with my the spices that I can't use, but I can't use it because I'm allergic to the allspice and
Yes.
So-
Thank you. I really appreciate it. But this is a good step, even though some stuff might look bad, but it's a good step. Especially for you financially.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just when Monday is when I took Gracie because Gunner kind of figured out what the breeding was all about the last 2 days of Gracie's heat.
Last 2 days, we figured out, oh.
And her heat only lasts 9 days now,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of nice. But when you're trying to get him to figure out what's going on,
Yeah,
but so
okay.
that I took down because back last fall I actually got a wading pool, be able to use it as a wellbeing bed,
Yes,
and set up the whole tore up bathroom for wellbeing for birthing suite. And so I took it all down, and boy was that hard. Not saying that I'm not gonna breed her, but just the fact that this was just one more dream of, because, you know, I was willing to die in that bed. I was willing to die in that bed. He is the one that put me out. Am I gonna call it abandonment? No. But I want the house taken care of,
exactly.
because that would give me the resources to start something new.
Yeah, exactly.
And him too, but he wants a whole lot more out of the house. He's like, if we do a quick sell, I want 350,000
For the house,
for the house.
when they have to split half the half. So 100.
But still, that's what, I know that's not gonna take 100,000 to fix up the house unless we actually pay contractors to do the work.
But then that's draining more of your resources.
I know, relax, let me get through. This has been my whole thought process. So, to me, if we got over, say, 225 for the house, that would give us each 100 grand to be able to work with. I know that it would be much below market value,
Yes.
but it's done.
Yeah, this is what
Done.
you moved on.
You moved out, you made this choice, this is the price of that moving out.
Exactly.
I don't have to be accountable to him for anything.
Exactly.
I started thinking about, when I talked to him about it, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get some offers for the DIY, for a quick sell and see what we get. He was like, fine, but I'm not gonna accept anything below 300,000. Which is, I understand, but whoever buys it and fixes it up also wants to make a profit.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to say it shouldn't be more, we're not gonna get short, I know we're gonna get shortchanged,
Mm-hmm.
but we only paid 80,000 for it, 85,000 for it. I know that was 30 years ago, but still,
Exactly.
still.
Exactly. So you're seeking to get a lawyer, and
When I talked to him, I wanna say Friday he came over, or Tuesday, last Monday, yeah, this week, Monday.
yeah.
That's why I applied for when he did that, and I was just trying to be thinking about this, and I went, wait a minute, I don't have to be accountable to him.
No, you don't. That's why you need a lawyer.
I don't have to give in to him for this, and this,
Yeah, you need to get a lawyer to get what's out of your best interest.
because he's only gonna do a quick sell. He would only sign a contract if it was all, basically, all he wanted. If there was something stipulated in this, he wouldn't do it.
You see?
So I want a judge to do the ruling.
Exactly.
That's the only way he'll do it.
Exactly. And the house has both of your names on it. So get a lawyer, let him handle that, and so he can come out with your best interest, because he's thinking about his best interest.
Which I understand.
But you have to think about you.
I totally get that.
And you have kids. I call the little doggy kids. That's your responsibility too. You gotta take care of them also.
Well, if I need to, I can go down to my neighbors, 2 houses down. Let's say I want to get, before he gets served, I want to have the pot packed up and moved out. Because I know that I can pack up the pot and have it stored. I know it'll be a drain storing it, but I'll be out of the house.
Okay.
And I say I just have enough for what I need and get packed up in a couple of hours kind of thing, and out. And even if I go stay down at the neighbors, and he's okay with the dog, so.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna come that far. I think even if it gets served, it's like you have, when you talk to the lawyer, you're gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, this is this, and then give you a whole game plan. That's for your, both of you. If you wanna do 50-50, good. You know?
It needs to be 50-50,
Yeah.
because the house is the only thing that we have,
The only asset, yeah.
the only asset. Our kids are married and grown, so, we don't have to deal with that.
Because both of you are living off disability and whatever he makes off his job.
And you know how much he spends going north? He's not making that much going north. And that means paying for gas, paying for tolls, paying for wear and tear on his vehicle. I'm not gonna be responsible for any of that.
Because you was helping him a lot. I remember the dentist thing, but you was helping him a lot. And you would tell me, look, I keep my account separate, but because I know how my husband is. And you would say that. You was helping him a lot. If you don't see that, it's his business. But now, the universe, like you prayed 6 months ago, remove the rock. So let's see your next step, because now it's taking care of you.
I
and
do.
your dogs.
But it's very hard right now.
To see anything.
God's in the waiting.
Yeah.
I wanna go right now. I could be gone by Monday. Just for say, I could get the pot in, get it loaded, and I have a neighbor that'll come over and help me load it up, get the pot out, and I could be gone Monday.
If you wanted to do
If I-
Monday. you
I
can do that.
could.
For your sanity, if you think that's the best.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna go that quick.
Okay, cause it's.
But I'm just
quick.
saying, it could be that quick.
Got it.
If I keep him in the house, we could be divorced in 2 weeks.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna see if Joshua's up right quick. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. You're okay. It's okay. Relax. You're okay.
I had to put him in the shower.
Not a problem. You got those responsibilities, I know.
Yes. So, yeah, that's, okay. It's good that you're planning, I see.
And God knew, because I've always been thinking a little bit about, if Mike wasn't around, what would I do?
Oh, in the doctor's.
And I'm not saying I was looking at divorce, more like if he died, kind of thing. I'd be like, what would I do? I'm not saying it was, that's what I wanted, but that's,
That's what he decided he wanted, so.
and I was willing to live and die in that marriage, as is, he is the one that chose to work out. It's just kind of,
And your kids, were they?
it's not unexpected, how's that?
Okay, there you go.
Carrie, when we went up to see grandson right before Thanksgiving, Carrie asked me what is the condition of our marriage. I was like, we're okay. She's like, this is what Dad said. As long as I'm not around, we're okay. That's what he told me.
As long as you're not around.
As long as he wasn't around in the house, because he knows that I'm not going out much, that I'm very homebound.
Okay.
And the fact that he was only coming home maybe 1 or 2 nights a week, that as long as he kind of stayed away, we were okay.
Okay.
And that was not my impression. But as to when the fight that drove him out was the fact that I been running the AC about 79, because I'm the one paying the bill, and I'm like, if I have more money to give you for your credit cards, and then you turn it down to 72. I'm like, I'm freezing, so I turn it up to like 76, not unreasonable.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, don't do that. And I started to put it back, and I'm like, oh wait, you're king of the house, you're the head of the house, I have to submit to you. Okay, 72, because your wants are more important than my needs.
Yeah, but you got medical needs. Your temperature gauge, even my temperature gauge is like sometimes. I get overheated quick, and I get really cold very quick. When I get overheated, my head starts to, and he's not.
And see, for me, if I get overheated, I can end up on the floor and can't get up.
And he doesn't care about that, obviously.
Well, he even asked me about, and he was trying to take Gracie up to workshop a couple of times. He asked me if he could take her. I'm glad I told him no, because that would been where she would have ended up with other dogs that she's not real comfortable with, because she's not the most secure. Because unfortunately, she has not been as socialized as Gunner.
That fight was crazy.
But
I hope your kids see that was crazy.
no, they understand that's after when he moved out, it was I texted my mom first, and then I waited till the next day to let them know. And where he goes, I've been expecting that since for the last 10 years since the accident, which tells me that
Since the accident, she's been expecting it.
And
That's sad.
that's not unusual for something like that to happen. Now, as long as it took him to do it, yeah. That's what, so as long as everything was going his way,
Exactly.
it's okay.
It's like, if it's not my way, and he's not willing to compromise at all, that's what it's saying. But you have a medical issue, you know?
And it's not so much the medical issue, it was the money involved.
Yeah, you was working full time, you was a teacher, you was.
Well, no, I'm just saying the fact that the temperature, the reason I keep it on 79 was because of these.
I get it, the bills, and he's not realizing like we have to be on a budget for the bills. And him like, no, I don't care, but who's paying it? No, he's not considering, considering us. He's considering, no, I want this way, so you just have to pay for it. Not caring. No, that's not, no. I don't know his personality, but that's not compromising at all. That's not even considering your wife and all the expenses that she goes through every day.
And even the fact that I only came home twice a week, when he knows how isolated I've been.
Yeah, that's not, you're not trying to, who knows where he goes, like only twice a week? No. And then you're just thinking, no, that's not good for your mental health.
And the only thing I was thinking was, okay, breeding Gracie and selling the pups. That was basically my only true outlet.
To try to, exactly, and you was thinking, that was for the family too, you was thinking that. You was thinking of bringing somebody for the family and seeing.
So, that's my headspace.
And the universe God removed, like, look, let's remove this.
And it's,
I think it's a breath, it's like a fresh air, kind of like this responsibility.
at this point in time, I feel like, I'm like, God, how many times are you gonna make me hit rock bottom? And I know it's not rock bottom, but I feel so lost sometimes, because I've been married for 36 years, it's not like it's gonna be an easy transition from he's here to he's not here, and not be lost.
But he was trickling down, it was like 2 days. He was like very slow, and it pretty much is almost like you're not here anyway. So,
make good decisions for me and realizing not to move fast.
I'm not gonna lie, when that happened to me when I was with the kid's father, I was not married, but we was together 15 years. When that happened to me, and it was like, I felt like I was even the only one working, and I felt like I needed him to even watch the kids, do this, I needed me. No, even though the relationship was good, it was good, he was doing all this kind of stuff. Then and then the universe sat me down when all this thing happened with the intracranial pressure and sat me down, because my whole thing was like, I was leaning too much that I needed him. And the universe said, no, if I lean on God,
It's gone.
yeah.
There was one day that I was and I was like fiddling with it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's my wedding ring. Off it goes.
Yeah,
It was about a week before I realized it.
yeah.
I did buy a Trinity ring, so if I wanted to, I could put it there. But there's times when it falls off, so I put on this ring. But that's more snowing.
Me, I even had a ring. I wasn't married, but I had a ring that said God. I'm married to God. I put that.
Well, I might get a ring there just to kind of keep other guys away if it's an issue. If it's an issue. Or, I'm married to God.
That it was the symbol. It was like it was one of the kids made it for me, and it said God, and I was like, I'm married to God. This is my support system. That's what gave me strength to keep going.
I know. And what gets to me is my brother's like, you're the strongest person I know. And I'm like,
You was holding us down. You are.
what the hell?
You was.
What choice do I have though?
I thought.
What choice do I have? Should I sit there and throw a fit? It's not gonna change me.
And it's not gonna help you either. So look how your mindset is. I'm thinking of this. Look how you think. Other people would have broken down. Look how you're thinking. You're giving yourself options. You're like, okay, if I go here, this, or I could do this. Your mindset to put myself in a better position. Which one is better?
There's still times when I wish I could say, I'm doing so good. I'm ready to move forward. I am ready to move forward, but I'm still in that house.
I know. Yeah.
And that house is up. That's why I'm gonna, even if I only get 100,000, my half is only 100,000.
Exactly.
That's why I'm taking 225 so that we can pay for the taxes and closing fees. Spend at 25,000 for that.
Yeah.
And we get like 100,000.
Yeah.
I know that he wouldn't be able to do much as far as, but he could pay off his credit cards. He could get his teeth fixed. That's why he went to debt and whole fiasco there.
That's his decisions.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, and he could pay off the credit cards. He could get his teeth fixed and still have 80,000, 70,000 to be able to do whatever.
I think the best idea is let the lawyer handle that, because he's trying to fix it, but then no. When you left, your ability to do that is gone now.
And he's like, I'm like, well, you can move in and spend more time fixing the house up.
Exactly.
He's like, no, I won't be doing that. I won't live here.
Okay, that's his choice.
It is, but I'm just saying, before I was like thinking about how to work around, and something just clicked to me and said, file for divorce.
File for divorce.
Get a lawyer.
Because he probably didn't file for divorce, and he wants to just leave it separate and slowly trying to do that. Did he file?
No.
Yeah.
And
because
he doesn't care if we get divorced.
he's slowly trying to that, and it benefit. If he doesn't file when you separate, then he could be like, okay, now let's fix it. No, file for divorce and let them handle that. Because we're separate anyway. You're over there, I'm over here. You was divorced already in your mind.
He was.
So why string me along? Why?
Because I'm plan B.
Exactly, and that's his safety net,
And I've been a safety net for years.
and that's the problem.
And he's been my gate,
You're what?
my gate,
Your
that I
gate.
can't move forward because the gate is closed.
Yeah,
And the gate is halfway open. I just have to wait for it to get completely open.
open.
And I have to remember God is in the waiting, and my mom told me, God told me that he's preparing the place, that's why it's gonna take as long as it is.
Yeah.
I'm complete. Okay.
This is a change, this is a new chapter, pretty much God is preparing for you, like your mom said. And you're not alone. Your parents are there, you can even call me for this guy, your kids are there because they've seen it. You're not even
I
saying,
know.
you know, and if he's not willing to get support and he's thinking about, oh, let's separate, let's make as much money as possible. Look, no, you think about
No,
yourself.
it needs to get separate, we need to get.
Exactly.
I understand
Quickly,
that we're,
right away.
I know that you want more money, but it's not gonna happen. If you were gonna put something into it, you would have been doing that, instead of spending all this money to go north, you would have been working on the house.
There you go. Yeah, he's not willing to, it's like he's not willing to compromise with
And-
stuff that he,
And then I asked him, well, how many hours would you be willing to put into the house a week? He's like, couple, 2 nights a week, or 1 night a week, and I'm like, 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours a week, that's not gonna
it's
be
not
enough.
gonna get anything done. It's gonna be slow moving. He's gonna keep dragging you along for 6 more years while you can't grow. No. No. Cause even when I see, you got so much stuff, you got the dog breeding, you got the tutoring that could expand even when there are a couple of kids paying you. It's like you have money under the table that is like an opportunity for you.
Mhm.
And if this is what's bridging, God has you prepared. You're
And not only that, but the facilities on the farm are gonna be so much better for breeding.
for breeding.
And I also know that, let's say I do get my own place, I would have to own it because I have the 2 big dogs.
So that's why you're considering moving in with your mom, like getting that.
Well,
in.
I know that going to the farm first, that's gonna be my safety place to be able to get better headspace.
So you,
For, and then, I know that my folks are both 80. So, if I get a place in Tulsa,
a land or a house.
I'm thinking, if I get a house, it would have to be in good condition. I'm thinking land so I can get a new prefab put onto it.
I've been seeing them a lot. Like they bring them the house prepared in and drop it off. Yeah.
Well, some of those, they're saying they may be only good for 20 years, which for me is no, because I'm 56, 20
Okay.
years. 20 years is not good. I'm 30 or 40 years, yes. But that's what I'm thinking, and I'm not wanting 5 acres. I want enough land. Now, if it's 5 acres and I only have a small area that I have to mow, but I know that I need to be able to maintain it.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm thinking land that I can put like a prefab in. Because I even started looking at some foreclosure homes.
Okay. They're a lot. Not
No,
good condition.
but there would need a lot of work that I don't want that.
You don't want to deal with that, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And so instead of spending, say, 10 or 20,000, I can spend 40 or 50,000 on a better prefab. Unless I get a 3-bedroom or 2 or 3 bedroom, instead of, I could live in something this size. I could real easy, but I'm thinking eventually that, okay, I move in and get settled, and let, you know what, maybe I do an exchange student.
That's true.
I could do an
So much
exchange
ways
student.
to make money, yeah.
Well, not money for that, but just saying for something,
Yeah.
give me something, company and something to do, think something like that. And, also, if my parents need someplace to go, instead of moving in with my brother, they can move in with me.
Yeah, your brother has the in-laws, like you told me, that might be moving in with him.
And not necessarily would I be able to do all the care that they need, but you know what? If we're in Tulsa, it would be a whole lot easier than on the farm to get people to come in and help.
And help with.
It's just like, here in Miami, people can come to you,
Yeah.
where in Kansas, it
It's
can
difficult.
be, come on, it can be 15, 20 miles between patients.
Yeah.
People don't wanna be doing that kind of drive.
Yeah, it's a lot of driving.
So I'm just thinking the farm would be a safe place till I get a better headspace and get some peace. And what I have to be, even when I was on the farm, I was still working with Forrest.
Yeah, he was on that, yeah. And your brother lives in Tulsa, right? Okay, so that's fine.
That's one, because who knows, if I know that my daughter in Orlando, I say I moved to Orlando, she may or may not see it because his family's not there, his family is in Palm Beach. But what if they decide to move to Boston and I'm sitting there in Orlando by myself? Even if I go to further north to my grandson, what if they decide to move?
That's true.
If I go to Tulsa, my brother's
Right there, yeah.
more
Stable, more.
and yes, I can go. And so I come to Florida once or twice a year. Let me see family.
Yeah.
And this way, because if I go up to buy my grandson and my son-in-law and his family, am I going to become part of that family? And always on the coattails with them? Do I want to do that? No, not particularly. Not particularly. Not particularly. Can you tell how much headspace I've been with this? I even looked online at land. But I quit doing it because I know that I really can't do anything until I get the house.
Yes.
That needs to be finalized. But it's okay for me to start. And, yeah,
You have Medicaid, right? Or Medicare?
no, I have LTD right now, private insurance. Yes, I'm going through the process. I've applied for SSDI. I'm gonna wait until they want me to get a neurologist consultation that they'll pay for,
Okay.
because they denied me.
But
And-
they denied you because you was together, right? They see both incomes or only yours?
No,
Oh, I thought you was in married, they see both. Okay,
they do, but that's beside the point.
yeah.
It is, I can't work, so I need the SSDI. But, I just look at, they thought that I could still work, kind of thing. And so LTD, I had to say, not reapply, but pay for the process, and they were like, well, we need a neurologist. Do you have a neurologist? Have you seen a neurologist? I haven't seen a neurologist since I was teaching, because
That's money.
That's money.
That's money.
And I'm doing it drug free, and I actually feel better than when I was on drugs, on the immune suppressant drugs.
They gotta put you on a lot of drugs. Yeah. Yeah, because if you get those through DCF, Medicare, they go by your income. And if you're getting for the pension, and they see it as a lot, they might deny it.
Well, I have a pension, but that's not gonna kick in until retirement age.
And you're not retiring. You're 59? I don't know what.
It's
They're
like
moving
62 or
62.
65.
Oh Lord, okay.
That's why LTD wants me on SSDI, so they don't have to pay me. I'm probably gonna get more money through SSDI than LTD,
Okay.
even if I get on the Medicare or the Medicaid. So I'm not paying $300 for health insurance, which I'm doing right now because, and my deductible if I go to the hospital is like $6,000. But you know what? $6,000 is still better than nothing.
Nothing.
And not only that, but they can't not do the treatments because they'll get $6,000. Well, $6,000 is nothing if I'm in the hospital.
That's true. Yeah. Yes.
It's still a lot to pay back, but it's not.
So even selling the house and you having the money to even go to the neurologist, if they want you to do it.
Well, the SSDI, I said I can't afford to do it. They're like, we're paying
Okay,
for it.
good.
Because I'm not haven't seen a neurologist, so they want a neurologist opinion, which, because I haven't been for 2 or 3 years, they want to see that, so that's okay.
They want to see that it can progress. Okay. Yeah, the neurologist will have to do a lot of tests because they can't just look at you. Yeah. That as long as they paying for it, you know.
So I won't be going until that's done because it's gonna be easier to do here than in the middle of campus.
Yeah, because like you said, everything's.
It would be 3 or 4 hours to go get the MRI and see the neurologist and all this stuff.
Okay.
So, like I said, everything is just kind of wait. I'm in the wait now. Yes, I'm gonna be moving, I'm getting ready to move, but I have to wait.
But everything is in progress. Everything started, so that's the good thing. That's the good thing.
Okay, if you say it's a good thing.
No, because even with me, when I was in my situation, I saw everything dark. But then I was like, you know, if that Larry was like, if this didn't happen, I would have never away from the person, or never been able to accomplish my master's degree. Literally, I was able to, like, so much doors opened up because I didn't know how much, like you said, it was a shut gate, how much that rock was on me, and I was limited. And God was able to move and work with me, even my kids, more.
Well, I know it's coming, so I know the time to move is coming. It's just, I still feel like I'm still in the same place. Even though I'm physically still in the same place, but am I spiritually in the same place? No. But
Did you ever try to get a therapist? 'Cause I had to get a therapist to help with my.
well, as long as we went through counseling through the pastor, and it's like I was basically blamed for everything. Everything was my fault.
What? No, that.
And then so we went through
You need separate therapy.
and so we went through, I was going through a psychologist. And so we did marriage counseling through her. And it was fine, but my husband tended to be, okay, I'm working, no, we're good, so I can stop. So we would stop.
This one you need for you. Only you.
Well, I'm okay, it's just, I know,
Let me tell you what it did for me. It helped me release a lot of things.
No.
You know? It helped me.
I'm having to take time to feel the emotions. And you know that when I know like when I tore down the living room and it was all done, I had to acknowledge that I'm mourning the fact that I had these dreams because it was stuck. And it's okay. I'm learning to be okay with not being okay. And to know that I have to feel the feelings and process through So if I'm really mad at him sometimes, that's okay. If I am mourning the fact that he's not there, that's okay. If I'm celebrating the future, or I've learned that I can't really get excited about the future yet because it feels so far away. I have to be in the here and the now and plan one step at a time. Like yesterday, I planned on the VA pickup. I plan on next week getting some offers on the house just to see what we can get. And when he comes over, I'm gonna be over at the neighbors. I'm gonna take the dogs down to the neighbors. I will not just leave the dogs there because you know what? Dogs will get in the car with him with no issues. No issues. So I'll take the dogs down to the neighbors, and if I'm down at the neighbors, and you know what? I can't tell him my plans because, and if he takes stuff, that's okay. You know what? I can buy more clothes. I can buy more pants. I can go to Goodwill and buy plates. Dollar Tree, I can get plates. Would I wanna use them in the microwave? Probably not, but it would be something there.
Exactly.
I'll be okay.
Yes, you will.
I will be okay. I'll be okay. That's why I'm thinking if I get the pod and get the pod loaded with everything that I would want to move with, things like, I know I could easily get a new mattress, but I'll pack my bed because I have some memory foam that I can put on the floor and use that. Pack up like my dresser, the kitchen stuff. And I've already separated the kitchen stuff, so he'll have some. I left most of it, so he'll have stuff. I have stuff, and all of that's packed away, and it can get delivered, and we can get it loaded up in about a week. Have somebody else have them store it. So I know, because I already talked to him, I don't know where I'll be. So, can you store it? You can leave it on your property. I said, what if my property sells? I can't leave it there. And I won't know where this would need to be delivered until then. So, if it gets stored for a year, that's okay.
Yeah.
But then, things like my clothes and stuff are already in so I have one bag with a few clothes that I'm washing, throw them in the bag, load up the dogs, and go.
Exactly.
But that won't happen for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And 2-3 months is not that long, but in the waiting, it seems like forever.
It seems like, okay.
Right now, the 2-3 months, I know it's not that long, but it does look forever. Because I feel like it's so close, I can taste it, but I can't reach it. But you know what? I've been this patient for this long, so why can't
For
I?
a long time. Yes.
Just sit back and relax.
Okay.
Sit back and relax. And truly, I'm glad that we didn't bring in a puppy to have this happen.
Yeah.
Have this happen.
But if you do get a lawyer, wouldn't it come from, I don't know how it works, but it will come from basically the money of the house? That's,
I've already talked to my mom, and my mom's, we will help pay for the lawyer.
good. Thank God. Yes.
But she also said that when she divorced my dad, my physical dad,
Yeah.
biological dad, I should say, that her attorney accepted monthly payments.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'm like, okay, I'm glad, I would much rather have that than have them pay for it. But if I need it, then they're there.
Yeah.
Which I figured they would be, but just, what I'm looking at is real flat. I'm real flat. And it's okay for me to feel flat and lost. Because the road that I thought I was gonna be taking just hit a roadblock. And I don't know the road that I'll be taking next. I shouldn't say a roadblock, it's a stoplight. And how long is that stoplight gonna be there? I don't know. And how long has that stoplight been there?
Exactly.
It's been there since you met me, that stoplight has been there.
Exactly. Hold on 1 second. I have Horace. Horace, go check your brother right quick. Thank you.
Totally forgot, that's why.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, it's been there for a while. And you prayed for the rock to be removed, and it is.
Well, not for it to move, but for the rock to move, because I was so tired of being in Homestead. What do I have in Homestead? How many friends do I have down there?
It was you. You did say you wanted to, like a year ago. You did say that 2 years ago. You wanted to sell the house, and you did say, but he didn't want to, or something like that. And he's holding you. Yeah, you did tell me that. You did. I remember that conversation. And you wanted to move and stuff, but he did not want that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want it because he see the plan B, like you said. And he's still seeing plan B in his head. I don't know why, because he doesn't want to, he's not completely filing for the divorce, but he wants to at least separate the money and now see what I can, you know?
Well, at least the money was already separated.
Yeah, that counts. That was something that you did, because I remember you like, look, I have to separate my accounts. He's good?
Yes.
You're like, I have to separate my accounts, because if I don't,
You go through everything. Not that I haven't been able to save, but that's okay.
you were able to save because you separated the account.
No, because every time I haven't, the only thing that I've been able to save is basically the cash out, which I use to pay for the house taxes.
Does he pay stuff with his credit cards?
He pays his own bills, but
But how about the house and the time?
I've been paying all of that.
And it's under your name.
It's under his name. The house is under both of ours, but the internet and the utilities are under his name.
But the payments go through your name. You pay more.
We're not gonna go there. And
Let the lawyer handle this, and the lawyer will see all the, because he wants a 50-50 split.
I wouldn't mind a 50-50 split. I don't, if it means getting rid of it and I have something to move forward with. Cause you know what? If I say in Kansas, I'm not gonna be paying rent, I'm not gonna be paying utilities, I won't be
Like you're
paying,
paying here, yeah.
internet.
Not by
anything.
yourself, because if your parents do move, you have a support system, right?
Well, I'm just saying, on the farm, they have their house and they have the trailer that's sitting empty. I would be moving into where they lived before my grandfather died.
Your grandfather lived there, yeah.
And so they moved into the house that my grandfather lived in, so the trailer is empty.
Look at that, yeah. There you go.
So I would be able to save quite a bit.
A lot of money, yes.
So let's say I wait 2 years and save $500-600 a month. You know what? That's 10,000-20,000 that I could buy something.
Yes.
And then wait another 2 or 3 years and get. Yes, it may not be as good of quality. It might only last 20 years, but it'd be something I could put on there.
That's an awesome plan right there.
So if I only get, say, 20,000 for the house, I'm just saying. I know it'll be more than that,
It's
but
gonna be, yeah.
I'm just saying, if I walked away with nothing, then I could do this with the saving. because I would be able to ride with my folks to church. I would have to take Gracie because they don't want the big dog in their car. So if I would take Gunner, I would have to drive, but I would not have to do that every week. And I get what I need there for food, and I wouldn't even be having to spend that much for food. It would be whatever I would consume in the trailer. They would, if I eat with them, they would be paying for whatever I would be eating over there. Not that I wouldn't try to contribute, because right now I'm going down to the neighbors for breakfast after I walk the dogs. Then I've been going down for supper, and I know that I've been actually making things that we're eating them 2 or 3 nights because I'm trying to empty out the freezer before I move, because I probably have $200 worth of meat.
Okay, yeah.
Because Gunner has to be on a semi-raw diet because of his allergies.
Yes, you did tell me.
And for him to maintain his body weight, he's gotta have fresh frozen vegetables. He has to have, he's been getting a lot of pork right now because the beef is so expensive.
Yeah.
Cause he can't have the chicken. He's allergic to the chicken. He can have chicken once in a long while, but not for extended time. And because he's getting a semi-raw diet, Gracie's not gonna accept just dog food when she smells the other stuff on it.
Exactly.
And he has to have this special dog food, gluten-free, chicken-free. $35 for 18 pounds. Where I can spend $20 for 18 pounds for Gracie.
For Gracie, yeah.
But you know, he is my comfort right now beyond feeble. He has been more my comfort. Gracie has been my joy. Gracie has been my joy. And then there's the stupid cat.
What cat?
Horace, do I have a cat?
No.
You haven't seen him on camera? Right after my accident, my husband thought getting me a dog would be a good thing. My parents said no way because the puppy's gonna knock her over. So we got a cat. And because I was laying on the sofa most of the time, the cat, I became him. Because the neighbor, he had a coworker find them in the field outside their house, just thrown into a vat. They were about 4 weeks old. So we got him at about 6 weeks. And because they were even bottle feeding him at the moment because the wife was a vet tech at one point, so she knew what to do. And so we still have the cat. And the cat comes and goes because we have the doggy door. He's not inside the cat. So the cat comes and goes. But I'm like, okay, the cat is, and I even asked my daughter if she wanted it, and she goes, and she texted Dad. She's the peacemaker. My youngest one is that
She texted Dad?
asking if he wanted him.
Wow.
And cause she is the peacemaker. And so Mike said, I'll take him. And so he was wondering how quick he needed to take him. I said, the cat can stay here. This is his home until you get sick. Unless we get the house and he doesn't have a place to take the cat, I'll take the cat to Shelby and say, you can come get the cat when he's ready. But he's not gonna get my dogs. He's not gonna get my dogs. When does he feed the dogs?
He's not gonna get your dog.
When does he walk the
He's
dogs?
not gonna
When does he work with the dogs?
Gunner's a service dog. It's yours, period. Gracie, you paid for her. He's not gonna get any dogs. It came out of your money. Service dogs, period. By law, he's not gonna touch the dogs. Dogs are protected.
No, but
So if he thinks that, that's so
He did ask.
he's crazy. Listen to say this like that. It's not gonna happen. What do you need the dogs for? To just no, it's service.
But how much is he gonna be spending time with the dogs?
He's not gonna. He was barely at home anyway. So
Do you realize my gunner only tends to eat if I'm in the kitchen with him? I have to sit there and wait till he's eating and tell him, it's okay, eat, I'm here, I'm not moving anywhere,
yeah, he's.
and then he'll eat. Otherwise, he will walk away. He won't
Gunner's
eat.
registered as a service dog, right?
You don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to register.
No.
Oh, but Gunner is. He's not touching dogs. Gunner's on the job. Gracie.
Gracie would be good if I could get her more socialized and more out more. She would have been a great service dog for you. But because of this,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
lot.
So in the future, if you want one of my dogs, I would have to do a lot of the training and then come down and say, here you go, goodbye. Instead of come back and forth.
Yeah, because you could be front.
And like I said, I will be coming probably back to Florida once or twice a year.
Once or twice a year, and it's fine. It's fine. I know when you did go to, was it Kansas you went and you felt so, I remember you used to do the Zoom, oh my God, I feel so good over here, and it was like a different experience for you. And the dogs, Gunner got huge, and the dogs were loving it and stuff, so it's really, I think it's gonna be better for you, period.
It will.
Mentally was better, everything.
It will. It's just a matter of waiting to get to that place.
Yeah.
And now that I feel like it's so close, it's hard to wait.
Yeah, I get that.
And when I know like when I get the pod packed up and it goes off, then I'll be green, there'll be another door closed kind of thing. But as long as I take time to process it as it comes.
Yeah. So just get a lawyer. Don't tell anybody. When you're getting your lawyer and then serve him the papers, because you don't want like to oh he's gonna think it. No. Shoot, not even your kids. Just get your lawyer, your family. Your mom knows. Yes, she's paying for it. Because you don't want to alert him at anything. Because his plan in his head is planning for his benefits.
I know, but that's also why I'm thinking, okay, I get the pod packed up and gone. And so basically, I have a suitcase full of clothes. I might have 2 nice, decent outfits. And most of my daily wear that has so many whole pouches in it because you know how expensive my clothes are. So how much do I patch up? And so I do that, and you know what? I can pay the bills. I can turn off the internet and pay enough for the
it's under his name, but
utilities.
you pay.
And then you know what? I can turn off the electric and the water at the house. Not necessarily then, but I have it turned off so he can come in and turn it on if he wants to do some work on the house. Okay. But I'll be out. I can be out like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Sounds like a plan. But when you get the lawyer, tell them your plan and then see what he says. Because then he will be more, okay, yeah, it makes sense. You can, and then the process will be going. Because I know that he wants to do work. That's your business if you want to do work in the house. But you want to sell the house and separate the money. If you want to pay me my half for this house,
Well,
then pay me.
that's not like either a quick sell or buy me out.
Exactly.
Or buy me out.
If you don't have enough to buy me out, then move aside because it's splitting. It's selling. You made that decision to move, so I'm making this decision.
So if you want to take a home equity loan and pay me $100,000,
Exactly.
go for it. And then if you need to, then live in the house
Exactly.
and work on the house as you
Exactly.
want. But you're gonna be the one that's responsible for even paying for things like
Everything.
everything. the taxes is all yours.
Yeah,
Because
because
my
before it
neighbors-
was you. And the lawyer's gonna ask for all the receipts, all this stuff,
Well,
and you have it.
well, I have it in my bank account.
You
Yeah.
still have proof. And he has no proof of paying for nothing. So, because if he decides to keep it for 6 years, who's gonna be paying for all that stuff? So, you know, it's not beneficial to you, and he's not thinking, he doesn't care, because he's not thinking about that. Okay, just continue paying it for 6 years so I can get more money if I fix it. No.
I don't wanna be tied to it.
It's like, yeah, it's like type. That's selfish.
But not only that, but if my parents pass, then you know what? He could turn around and say, I want half of your,
Parents, whatever your parents would have for you. Yeah, you gotta get, yeah. Because it's risk, no. That's not fair at all. That's not fair.
and I know that if nothing else, once my parents pass, then if we sell the farm, then I'll have plenty
Exactly.
from that.
There you go. Yeah, you need to get the lawyer involved quick for that, to separate and go
Because-
here.
Because truly, if it's only the house, is my case really complicated?
No.
No.
But if it's the house and your parents' stuff, yeah. That's why he was like, oh, it's for 6 years. No. No. I waited 10 years. I'm working with you. You left. Now that's my cue. I have to take care of me.
I'm not accountable to him anymore.
Nope.
He put me up. I'm not accountable.
There you go.
I'm not accountable.
There you go.
And if I don't look out for me,
Who is gonna do it?
he's not gonna do it.
No, he's not. No. Because even the argument was, to me, was childish.
My reaction was childish. There are a lot of things that I've been childish about, but a lot of that is the fact that I felt so stuck and isolated. And feeling like his wants surpassed my needs. Not my needs, but his wants were more important than my needs.
I don't think your reaction was childish. I think your reaction was considering you. Because he wasn't. He was considering his wants.
Yeah, but when after, oh wait, you're head of the house, what you want is more important than me.
But that's what he was projecting. That's what he was projecting.
No.
Which if I have, let me say, I only have kids. If I had a medically fragile kid, but I'm like, the AC needs to be on 70. But if I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep putting it on 80 or keep putting it on, I'm not considering that child. I'm just using it as a child, that child at all. I'm considering my needs. If something happened to the kid, oh well. I was not really thinking that. Oh well. What
I can
happened?
understand that he's like, the 79 is hot, so he would turn it down to like 76. I'd be like, okay. But why go from 79 to 72? And then the AC is gonna work even harder.
Where he could just get a fan or something. I don't know.
And he likes the hot water bed. So he likes it cold because he's laying on the hot water bed.
What?
He likes hot water bed because it feels good on his shoulder.
So now, what?
Remember, he had the
His
left
shoulder.
side and has the plates and stuff in his shoulder. So he has arthritis, so the heat feels good on the arthritis. So he likes it cold because he's sleeping on the hot water.
Yeah, because the heat. Yeah.
I know.
This- yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you just need to get the lawyer for the lawyer to separate everything and call it a day.
And I know that he won't do it without court order.
Yeah, that's why you need to do it without letting anybody know. Your mom is the one who's gonna help you pay for it. Get a good one, and he'll serve him, and he'll call you back like, no, I'm not talking about this. You have to talk to my lawyer.
I'd say, please wait until for filing for the pod to be put away. So that.
What?
For my moving pod, have my stuff moved out of the house, so that if there's issues with me being in the house, I can be up really quick. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he cannot claim my stuff is already out and everything is separated except for, say, my clothes and the dog food.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I like, get that lawyer before you move, because then you show that he left. And then you're in the process of moving.
Because I know the house is gonna be sold.
Exactly.
I'm planning on the house being sold.
And the lawyer will
And
set that up.
and he's not gonna work on that, he already told me he's not gonna work on the house with me on the house. So I would have to be up. Because,
Get the
Yeah.
lawyer first.
Yeah.
Get the lawyer first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he wants to leave that house for 6 years so he could be able to fix it and get money. Or when you move out, he moved in. I don't know.
well, I don't care if he would move,
Get the
Move
lawyer. He
in,
gotta pay you
but,
your money.
but it needs to be done.
Yeah,
Quit, don't have me tied to it.
exactly. So
Don't expect me to be the cord.
exactly. Yeah. Get that lawyer, work with your mom to get it. And let the lawyer handle that. Get the real estate agent going, and you know, cause he's gonna appraise the house, the lawyer. And the real estate agent's gonna contact with him and see how much the house is, and then when it gets
Well,
separated.
I will let the lawyer deal with that.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, if I go ahead and get a couple of offers for, quick sell, as is, as a DIY fix
Yeah.
just to see how much it would be.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I'm thinking that, because you don't have
I
to,
think that is.
because if they make an offer, doesn't mean that you take it.
But but he still has to agree with it if he doesn't wanna agree
Well,
with it.
I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just saying, if I get an offer,
Yeah.
if it's 300,000, then he would be willing to take it.
Okay. Yeah.
And if that's the case, then I could be packed up and out.
It makes sense. Yeah.
And my neighbor is gonna be
You
starting
have support.
and my neighbor is gonna be going through cancer treatments.
Yeah, you did tell me he's.
So I won't be leaving until he's done, just to make sure he's okay, because his daughter has a husband who is applying for SSDI because of Parkinson's, and he needs it. And so she's only a substitute teacher. So can she really afford to take a lot of time off because of dad and cancer treatments? So I'm like,
Assist.
and I've already told her that I would take him to treatments, and then she would drive him back, so I don't have to sit there and wait.
There you go. Let me go put clothes on y'all short. But it makes sense. But it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make sure it's okay.
I know,
Yeah.
it's just, and I needed that lookout of your movie. This is good, I needed that. I know a lot of people have told me that, I know that. I don't think I was quite ready to hear. I'll take care of you, actually.
Yeah, let me go put clothes on. I'll be right back.
How you doing, my friend?
Yeah.
No way. No way. No way. You can't write essays. No way. What am I doing?
Easy.
Yeah. That's why I like this one. Let me see your pencil. No, no. Now, am I gonna give you any homework?
No.
No. No, not today. So where are you actually driving to?
Your house.
My house?
Yeah.
You're driving to Homestead?
Yes.
You say hi to Lisa.
Look at me. Wait.
You smiling?
No way.
Yeah. Say hi.
Before I forget. Alright, this laminator. Oh, you don't have to have a laminator. What you can use is an iron.
Okay.
You can see that there is the carrier here. You could use even wax paper. Because if you put this here, it'll melt to the iron.
Yes. Okay.
So, you can use, and I've had it since I was out of the classroom, and like, I won't be using it.
Thank you.
But I wanted to remember to tell you, you can use an iron,
Iron, yes.
which is a whole lot. The laminator is not that easy, but the iron is, but it's just one more thing, one device for one thing.
One thing, yes.
Or you have an iron,
Multiple. Yeah. Yeah.
so.
Thank
And
you, Lisa. I
I'm
really
excited to see that you'll get to a place of being more in of peace.
Yes. And you know, I mean, anxiety, I'm overstimulated, even waking up in the morning to there's so much. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 2 dogs in 1 kennel.
Yeah.
That's asking for trouble. That's asking for trouble because if they're trying to get to me, they could end up turning on each other. Because they're just so worked up.
Yeah.
It's like Yashua would be having a big meltdown because they're overstimulated and having a thing.
Exactly. Where you going? He's going
You're
to the
not in
kitchen.
trouble. You're not in trouble.
He's going to the kitchen. He's like, food. We have to wait, okay? I know this is stuff, okay? So, I'm hungry. We have to wait. Okay? Lisa's leaving. Go say bye to Lisa.
I'm gonna be heading back.
Hi.
She came to visit.
I can't believe you did that with, remember, what do you need to do before you write?
Pre-write.
Pre-write. Look how long you were fussing with this and you got the pre-write and how quick was it? Much quicker when you did your thing on that I helped you do the pre-write for other class last month.
Superhero, yeah, I remember.
What did you, I helped you with the pre-write. What happened? You got it done.
Exactly.
So what do you need to do? Pre-writes. Pre-writes, not the writing, but the pre-writes.
Yeah. Thank you again. You lock the door for me, Horace. What are you gonna make today? Horace, I had got some stuff from Amazon, like did you see anything from Amazon? Soap?
Haven't checked outside.
You see them outside?
No.
I left my phone in the kitchen. I mean, I don't know where you see my phone over there? Go look in the room for my phone if I could, I have soap.
classroom. In the classroom.